pool.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game, and a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
And so let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then there's Will Barton. Then it's Green. And for the Warriors, Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Kuminga is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Looney in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the start of a new season, Chris. What's opening day like for a player?
Special, BA is so special. Whether it's my first year or my 15th, I always got butterflies. Nothing like it.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
With all the attention that Clay gets, it can lead to open looks for others. Nice decision.
Pass to Green. Thompson against Barton. Takes it inside. Somehow scores the layup in traffic.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
Now here's Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry, that's good.
Why would you give Curry any separation? You can't. This guy has no problem shooting over defending.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. 5 points in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now here's Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is what size in the backcourt gives you. You can put Thompson anywhere on the court. Give him the ball, just let him make the play.
Barton outside. Outside, Green. Pass to Jokic. Over to the wing. Jokic with a screen on Curry. The rebound by Wiggins. Golden State has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Here's Kuminga. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Gordon. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Stephen Curry, number 1.
For him, it was a season to remember. And I think his fans would say the same.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 to get things going. Pass to Kuminga. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Thompson. Again, the Warriors score.
And hey, Clay, he gets it done inside, too. His role on the team is to score, after all.
You know, Jonathan Kuminga has a terrific build for NBA action. He's got height and a 7-foot wingspan, combined with a lot of quickness and athleticism.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Can't hit from in close. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Well, Grant, where you really see Kuminga put his physical gifts to use is on defense.
That's right. He sticks to his man like glue and also has a great nose for the boards. He was collecting a very respectable amount of rebounds down there in the G League.
Free throw good. Green. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Outside Curry. On the wing, Thompson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
3 for 4 to start. I mean, he's going to try to keep this streak going as long as he can.
Uncovered. That shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
It was poor efficiency scoring the ball. They needed too many attempts to get their points.
They had a hard time taking the lid off the basket. Their offense just looked flat.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Golden State. Back to Gordon. Got a piece of it. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. The rebound by Wiggins. The Warriors leading. Pass to Curry. Now here's Thompson from deep. Gordon pulls it in. Jokic with it. Green with the ball. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable. Such a wide open look. Green's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, he's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
On the wing, Thompson. There's a screen. Driving in. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assist.
And that one misses.
Klay Thompson is an all-time great. One of the best shooters, hands down. Key part of the great dynasties in Golden State.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Wiggins for 3. That one doesn't drop. And the Nuggets going the other way now. Here's Barton. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. Klay can sometimes get overshadowed by his teammates, but Grant, he's definitely one of the stars in this league.
And it seems that Klay doesn't mind that at times he's overlooked. He's all about winning and not worried about press. He's just a great teammate who's easy to play with.
And the free throw, no good. Gordon, the pass to Barton. Here's Jokic. Beyond the arc. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Thompson outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Inside. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And it's Denver with a rebound. Out to the right wing. Pass to Jokic. And here's Gordon. Jokic passes to Barton. Back to Jokic. Who poked away. Here's Looney. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
The Nuggets have gone 6 of 11 so far. Pass to Jokic. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a big man with versatility. Jokic is showing that he's such a threat from any range.
Now here's Curry. Wiggins outside, releases. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Here's Jokic. Last game, 26 points for him. From deep. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. Golden State has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. On the wing, Curry. Off target with the three.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
On the wing, Barton, defended by Thompson. Pass to Jokic. Jokic with a screen on Curry. The floater. Misses the layup. The Warriors shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. It's Wiggins on the wing. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Here's the three. He buries it from three. Wiggins is got 8 points.
Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Now a timeout called by Denver on the defense of Wiggins, Grant. Something that he's turned around in his career.
Yeah, you know, B.A., he went from a weak defender to a strong one. He's always had the tools, but he's putting it all together and can now be a lockdown wing.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. The Warriors, number 1.
It was a joy to watch these guys play. Constant ball movement and player movement. Defenses were worn out by the end of games.
Warriors on D. 7-point differential. Gordon outside. Pass to Forbes. Clock at 4. From 13, got a piece of it. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And here are the Warriors now. Poole, the pass to Porter. To the middle. Knocks it loose. The 6-footer. It's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Out to Gordon. Three-pointer. The shot comes out. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Moody from outside. Another three for Golden State.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Here's Campazzo. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Drops in the three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Man, let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now here's Porter. Bielitsa with a screen on Green. And here's Porter outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Gordon outside. Pass to Cousins. There's the triple. And it's Poole with a rebound. Porter against Green. Here's Moody. Jacks up a three. And the Warriors with another three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Forbes. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Yeah, they need to really start taking care of the basketball. I mean, just careless play since the opening tip.
Rivers is checked in for the Nuggets. And it's the Warriors with the ball. 13-point lead. Now here's Poole. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Outside Porter. Bielitsa with a screen on Green. And here's Porter outside. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
You know, the versatility of Porter is huge. I mean, he's an outstanding perimeter defender, in addition also to being a proven scorer.
Three shots. 3 shots.
The first one falls. And he sinks the second. And he makes all three. The Nuggets shooting around 44% in this opening quarter. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter here. Back to Campazzo. Will it go? Drills it from deep.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
46 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Lee. Back to Poole.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. He does not get the second one. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Cousins. Here's Forbes from behind the arc. And another three for Denver.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins, skilled at spotting the open man.
Now here's Poole. He's closely guarded. Over Cousins. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Klay Thompson making highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And we've seen the development of Andrew Wiggins in Golden State. He says it's been a great environment to learn.
The best on our team love to teach. The good player, they're always telling us why we did it, why you should do this, why you should do that. So it's been a lot of learning and also been very exciting for the young players.
And Grant Wiggins seems to be taking that next step.
Yes, he is. I mean, the former #1 overall pick. With a fresh start, some of that pressure is off. Doesn't have to be a star. His best is good enough.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. A very convincing performance from the Warriors so far.
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
The Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson, the guards. Nemanja Bjelica is out there with Juan Toscano-Anderson. And it's Wiggins in at small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now Curry. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. And he makes it.
And the ability at his size to make a play in the paint against good defense, that's Curry.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Green. Now here's Barton. Back to Green. Outside, Green. Three-pointer off the mark. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been great this game, 58%.
I like Wiggins didn't elect for the layup. Instead, throwing it down with power.
And Denver has possession. Trailing by 13. Here's Rivers. Back to Jokic. As a Rookie of the Year award winner yourself, Grant, what do you see as the biggest challenge facing today's rookies?
I honestly think with all the information and expectations, the hardest thing for young players today is meeting those expectations because of all the great rookies who've come before and gone on and had success right away. That pressure a lot of times can be a lot for a young player entering the league.
And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. Fifth, Stephen Curry.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here.
And this is so encouraging. When Jokic hustles on the defensive end, it's a big help to his teammates.
Pass to Green. Takes the three. Rebounded by Bjelica. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Toscano. The kick out. Curry. From deep three-point range. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, how do I put this? Nikola Jokic, not the most chiseled physique. He said when he first made the NBA, there were no muscles. None. Now I have a couple, he said. To be honest, I like being a little bit heavier because guys are pushing me. I need that weight. It's funny they say, quote, he's not even in shape. I'm playing in 80 games, and they still say it. Brian?
Ah, the Joker indeed, Allie. Thanks for that. First one falls for him. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Takes a step back. Green against Curry. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
And looking at the career of Curry, his legacy is set. The titles, records, numbers all cemented him as a legend.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
One shot.
And that one misses. At times, some have doubted Curry's legacy. Hard to make a case against him, though, in my opinion.
I agree, B.A. He has produced in every capacity. It's just a matter of how great he is. One of the top 3 point guards of all time.
Now here's Gordon. Soft touch off the glass.
Tough finish. Wow. When Gordon is making these type of contested shots, it has to help his confidence.
Pass to Wiggins. Let's go with a 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter, and now he's got 1 in the second.
And here's Jokic. Jokic with a screen on Curry. Hits the trifecta. He's got 10.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
He drops it from range.
And his shot, I mean, has come around. I mean, for most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Jokic with it. Shot clock at 6. And another basket for Denver.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
Now here's Payton. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Wiggins for 3. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Barton left side. Pass to Gordon. Shoots over Curry. Gordon can't hit.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Rejected by Jokic.
Assertive defense from Jokic, using all of his reach to get on top of the shot and deny it.
On the wing, Green. Oh, stolen by Payton. Wiggins for 3. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Jokic passes to Barton. Launches it. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
He's got 6 points from beyond the arc in this quarter. I mean, for the game, he's got 9 points from deep.
Pass to Payton. Back to Curry. Takes a 3. Oh, he drains the 3, and he'll go to the line for one more. Will Barton picks one up.
Yeah, and the casual fans know Curry is just a great offensive threat. I mean, he's much more than that, though. Very close to a complete player on the floor.
Thompson, he's checked in for Wiggins.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, I'm thinking of the rest of Curry's game. Chris, he doesn't have any weak spots.
Yeah, and his defense has improved, and he's a good help defender, plus a rebounder on both ends. He has great vision and one of the most unselfish players in the game.
Now here's Green. Give him 8. Pass to Gordon. Fires for 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Hits the fadeaway. Kuminga's got his 2nd basket of the game.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Barton finds Jokic. Here's Gordon. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Golden State has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. And here's Curry. 14 points for him. They set the pick. Here's Thompson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
You have to love watching Klay Thompson play. I mean, to me, he's one of the greatest shooters ever. Perfect form in the least.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Warriors. Lee comes in for Stephen Curry.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw is good from Thompson. And with Thompson and his touch, he'll be able to stay effective through injury and age for a long time.
Well, B.A., you got to look at guys who came back from Achilles injury. Having a great shot helps you maintain your effectiveness and play one of the purest jumpers ever.
Off the mark there with a three. Well, the Warriors shooting an amazing 61%, looking confident. Thompson, a screen on Gordon. Pass to Thompson. Fires the three. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Nuggets have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Forbes. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Golden State. They're on an 18-7 run. Thompson's shot is off.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Tipped.
No easy shots when Looney's on you. That 7'4" wingspan. Whew.
Pass to Porter. Thompson outside. Back to Payton. 5 to shoot. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. And Chris, you had great success playing in a small market, but there's a growing concern with stars gravitating to the coast that the small market teams are facing too much of an uphill climb.
Yeah, there's a lot of debate over the importance of parity, B.A. I mean, TV ratings favor the super teams, but, you know, for myself and really for any athlete, we should like giving every team a chance to compete. So, yeah, I hope it stays an even and a level playing field for all teams, no matter where they're located.
That's good by Thompson.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bielitsa's checked in. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. The Nuggets, 4th.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste. Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Outside Peyton with a 9-footer. Count that one. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Forbes. To the inside. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Forbes has got 11 points.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Bielitsa finds Peyton. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. They get it back. And Gordon with the big finish.
Whoa, Aaron Gordon looking like he's in a slam dunk contest right there.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Bielitsa. Thompson outside. And they recover it. Here's Lee. Now here's Bielitsa. Just 3 to shoot. Second chance shot. That one rolls around and rims out. And the Nuggets shooting at a 43% clip during the second. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Cousins. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And the Nuggets making a change here. And here's Denver. Pass to Green. Here's Campazzo, guarded by Poole. Three-pointer. And Toscano pulls it down. And the Warriors shooting around 60% in the second. An excellent number. And then Porter with the dunk.
That athleticism on display there. You love seeing Porter seize these opportunities and capitalize.
Now Cousins. Here's Rivers. Green with a screen on Thompson. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Nice aggressive defense from Thompson, getting it all over the shot and knocking it away.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Guys, thanks. Andrew, this team has set the tone at the defensive end. What's working for you?
We just got after it. That's the main thing. We just try to make them uncomfortable, test everything, and, we were converting on the other side.
It's all about the effort. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for Golden State.
Well, they've been incredible from beyond the arc. They're scoring the three in bunches, sinking them at a high rate. If the defense continues to allow open looks in the second half, I'll keep saying, fire, fire.
All right, now we can take a quick look here at the upcoming schedule and what the matchups will be.
I hope they see the upcoming road games as an opportunity to spend time together and build trust. The ties you make with your guys on the trip can really strengthen the squad, like me and you, Ernie. Forget Kenny. Me and you are tight.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Klay Thompson has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the court for Denver. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. Then it's Green. Then there's Will Barton. Gordon outside. Shoots over Kuminga. Gordon can't hit. The Warriors shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient. Looney, the screen. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, great job of mixing speeds on the dribble. I mean, Klay's ball handling is one of his biggest improvements since entering the league.
Pass to Green. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. And the layup is good off the glass. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Looney, the screen. Thompson with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Pass to Jokic. Gordon with it. Outside, Green. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. Wiggins got 7 rebounds in the game.
Watching Wiggins work on offense, I mean, he's one of the few players that can always get a shot. He's often the bailout option for the team.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Back to Jokic. Pass to Green. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown. 20 points for him. Wiggins has the quickness and length to create a shot for himself anytime.
He can ISO at the top of the key or wing. I mean, if you only want him to do it when the shot clock is winding down, he's always a nice option to have on the floor.
Now here's Wiggins. Count it. Wiggins has got 18 points in the game.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
Pass to Gordon. For 3. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 9.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Kuminga. Thompson outside. They double-team Thompson. Looney inside, covered by Jokic. Yep, that one goes.
Hard work to get that one to go. Looney not getting an inch of space does just enough to avoid the rejection.
Now here's Jokic. He's defended by Looney. Back to Jokic. That's tipped. Pass to Gordon. Jokic the screen. On the wing, Barton. The 3. No good that time. The Warriors go the other way with it.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Thompson draws the double. And here's Curry. Looney the screen. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Looks like they're going to keep pounding it inside for as long as they can.
Now here's Jokic. Pass to Gordon. On the wing, Green. Now here's Jokic. Jokic with a screen on Curry. The Nuggets need to get one up. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
Staying engaged defensively, Wiggins has all the tools to be a great defender in this league.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Bielitsa comes in for Looney, and Moody is subbed in for Klay Thompson. There's a screen. On the wing, Curry. Wiggins outside. Green with the defensive effort. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Barton. The Nuggets with another miss. The Warriors have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Pass to Moody. Here's Curry. Bielitsa left side. Top of the key. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Up top, Barton. Bielitsa defending. And Barton gets it to go. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Pass to Kuminga. And here's Curry. The 3 is up. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Like a snake charmer, Curry mesmerizes the defender who makes a terrible play.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Warriors?
If you want to see how efficient the offense is running, a great stat to look at is points off assist, and they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
The other thing, they continue to fill it up from three-point range, making it look easy. Shooting one.
And that one falls for Curry.
A multi-time champion and relentless competitor. I mean, Curry's drive to be an all-time great is admirable.
Pass to Jokic. Gordon with it. The 3 is up. The rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Moody. There's a screen by Bielitsa. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. No one near him. And that one comes up a bit short.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Jokic passes to Green. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Poole, he's checked in for the Warriors. Now here's Poole. Now Wiggins. Pass to Kuminga. Bielitsa with a screen on Green. Here's Kuminga. And he banks in the layup. Kuminga's got 6.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Oh, yeah, it's getting to them. The lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Green against Bielitsa. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
You know, that was an excellent play right there, using his strength to power through contact.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Warriors. Lee comes in for Wiggins. And Denver with a change here, too. Cousins, he's checked in for Jokic.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Green. The Warriors have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Pass to Porter. Here's Moody. Launches a three. Rebounded by Cousins. Here's Rivers. Count the basket.
Looking tenacious on these takes. Gotta respect Rivers' fearlessness going strong like this.
Poole with the ball. Outside Porter. Now Bielitsa. Checked by Cousins. And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. That'll be a second foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Campazzo's checked in. Poole outside. The three ball. Pure from three-point range.
Good awareness from the veteran Bielitsa. I mean, never has a problem sharing the ball with his teammates.
Denver has gone 2 for 5 from three since halftime. Pass to Forbes. Cousins with it. Bielitsa defending. Here's Campazzo. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it. And if you want to know which players had the most success from distance last season, here they are. Well, you look at Forbes. Boy, what a gifted shooter he is from way out there.
He shot with nearly unmatched confidence from the arc last year, and the numbers and his position on this list clearly reflect that.
Outside Porter. Back to Poole. Pass to Moody. The three. It's rebounded by Rivers.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Big boy strength right there. Big boy move from Cousins right there. He feasts off of contact when he's coming up with a shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
Oh, what makes Cousins successful? You have to be willing to challenge people night in and night out at both ends on the floor.
Pass to Poole. Over Green. Poole shot is off.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
They get it again. Tries again. And there's a play by Cousins inside. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter.
The big body of Cousins, a menace on the offensive glass who fights to keep plays alive.
Outside for Porter. There's the three. On target from range.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Forbes. Here's Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot is good by Campazzo. Campazzo's got 6 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now here's Poole. Outside Porter. From downtown. Oh, Green with a block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Campazzo. 6 points for him. No good on the triple. Poole outside. With the 10-footer, and he hits the jumper for 2. 6 points for him.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Here's Campazzo. No good on the three.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his 3rd foul so far.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Bielitsa finds Poole. Back to Bielitsa. Here's Lee. Right side Porter. 5 on the clock. Knocks down the long J. Porter's got 6 points in the quarter.
When Porter first came into the league, he didn't have this shot. Now he's a knockdown perimeter shooter.
And for Denver, they're shooting at about 44% so far. Here's Campazzo, guarded by Poole. Cousins with the screen. Four on the clock, out to the right wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Cousins has got 7 points in the game. Poole, the pass to Porter. Here's Lee. This one for 3. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Cousins. He takes it in. Can't get it to drop. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kevon Looney is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's Damian Lee. Then it's Juan Toscano-Anderson. And it's Peyton in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Looney high post. Cousins on him. For 3. Lee misses. On the wing, Rivers. Down low. Here's Green. And there it is for him.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Out to the wing. Looney with the ball. Cousins on him. Pass to Lee. There's a screen by Bjelica. Shot from 12. And he gets the jumper to drop. Lee's gotten his first bucket of the night.
That's what they want to see from him inside, keeping his cool and not letting the D bother him.
Here's Reed. Cousins for 3. And Toscano pulls it down. Looney with the ball. Cousins on him. And there's the foul. It'll go on JaMychal Green. That's foul number 2 for him. And Grant, in 2015, you became part owner of the Atlanta Hawks. How pleased were you to see their performance in last year's playoffs?
Well, it was incredible. So much fun to see this team come together, rally, and have an incredible run in this past postseason. Now, as a broadcaster, you don't want to have a rooting interest, but I'll confess, it was definitely special to see.
And there is a whistle. That'll go on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul. And Denver's shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Pass to Rivers, and out of bounds. The Warriors will take it.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
The Warriors shooting it well at 59%. Looney with the ball. Here's Toscano. Outside for Bjelica. Now here's Peyton. He's guarded closely. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
One shot.
Well, Grant, you've won the NBA Sportsmanship Award 3 times, tied with Mike Conley for the most ever.
Wow, no, it is a humbling experience to get voted for that award by your peers. You know, it's all about, I think, trying to play the game the right way with integrity. And Conley is a guy that truly embodies that. Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Two shot.
And that one misses. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. The Nuggets have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. The ball's knocked loose. And that'll be Denver's ball as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets able to keep possession here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Najee. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
All right, here's a different question for you, partner. I'll be taking notes. Did you have a favorite city for food in the NBA?
Well, write this down, B.A. So my mom is from New Orleans, so I know New Orleans very well. And so New Orleans was my favorite city, no question. The food there, oh, I'm getting full just thinking about it.
Here's Campazzo. Puts it up. They get it back. Deflected. They recover it. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And the basket by Looney.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Pass to Najee. Fires the 3. Nails it from 3.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Bielitsa outside. Outside Payton.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Here's Moody. Here's Toscano. 6 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Pass to Looney. Now Payton from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Najee. Here's Reed. And last season, a new entity, NBA Africa, created to handle all business on the continent. Grant, you're an investor. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's so exciting, B.A. First of all, the game of basketball growing all over the world, and particularly on the continent in Africa. So I think it's not only great from a financial standpoint, but you're creating opportunities for the league, and you're exposing people to Africa, to this beautiful game. I think it's a win-win, and I'm so excited.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Pass to Rivers. with the drive. Shot's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Moody. Green's checked in for Reed. So it's Denver now. And Campazzo missing.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. These last seasons, we've had the privilege of listening to our players when they use their voices. And it's also been amazing to see the NBA work to support them.
You know, our players are empowered to stand up for what they believe in. I mean, it started with players like Bill Russell, Spencer Haywood, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And that's what our league is about. And we know that's a very special thing.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so here is Denver. Outside, Green. Pass to Rivers. And Toscano pulls it down. Golden State has gotten 1 of 3 to fall from downtown here in the fourth. Bielitsa outside. Here's Toscano. Back to Bielitsa. 6 on the shot clock. That shot wide open.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
Denver has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Green against Bielitsa. Pass to Rivers. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now here's Bielitsa. Here's Toscano. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Nagy. Here's Campazzo. Pulls up. Looney grabs a miss. And see, Webb, you had such a well-rounded game, especially for a big man in your era. How do you think your game influenced big men that are playing today?
Well, I definitely see parts of my game, you know, in a lot of guys that play today, and hopefully the fact that, you know, I proved that as a big man, you can step out, you can ball handle, you can pass, you can just be a player. Hopefully that allows them a little bit of freedom to do their thing, because these players today are great, and even if I see parts of my game in there, man, they're doing the work and they're taking the game to the next level.
Here's Bielitsa. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. And here's Payton. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. It's good. Looney's got 4 points in the quarter.
Assertive play by Looney secures the rebound, and he goes back on the attack to finish the job.
Here's Campazzo. Outside, Green. Here's Nagy. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Payton's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Looney. Here's Toscano. Here's Moody. From downtown. And the Warriors with another 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
The Nuggets with another miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Toscano. Now Payton. Back to Bielitsa. To the paint. Here's Moody. The shot no good. And Denver the other way now. Outside, Green. Here's Campazzo. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
And the NBA and its players taking an active role socially. Grant, talk about what you're seeing now and how it registers with you.
Well, you know, it's exciting, it's inspiring, it's patriotic. It's what America is, being able to exercise your voice and helping to form a more perfect union. So that's what it's all about, and I'm excited for the league and its players, and it's inspiring, like I said.
Here's Rivers. Pass to Najee. Outside, Green. Here's Rivers. Shot clock at 5. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass on the layup.
And credit the focus. Rivers, he could have given in to the defense, but he stuck through it.
The Warriors have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. Here's Toscano. Green covering. Back to Bielitsa. Here's Moody. Bielitsa outside. Pass to Toscano. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Payton. And there's the drive. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Tremendous feed from Looney. He's not thinking about himself. He's scanning the floor, looking to create for his teammates.
Denver has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Here's Rivers. Green with the ball. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Kevon Looney. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams changing it up here. Cousins with a screen on Payton. Campazzo. Bielitsa with some nice D. And the Warriors shooting 60% here in the fourth quarter. Terrific efficiency. Outside Payton. Pass to Lee. Outside Payton. Shot clock at 6. Now Porter. It's stolen by Green.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And what a huge performance it was for Klay Thompson.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Porter gets the bucket.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Cousins gets the bucket.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, man, let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now here's Payton. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Cousins gets the bucket.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
Outside Payton. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Chris Webber, and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We thank you.
You